to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we gotta tell.
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. As you can tell, the shirts, the jerseys, as you can tell by the view, we are going to talk about the Washington Commanders today, man. I know we had a lot of panels, but this will be the best panel yet. This will be the best panel so far on R12. There it is. And I got two of my brothers with me, man, Commander fans. I got my boy, Mark. How you doing, Mark? What's good with you?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yes, sir. And I'm happy to have this fella on first time on the Commander panel that's not – he's been on a couple of member-only videos, but this is a actual R2L video. I got my boy, Decorius. What's up, man? How you doing?
All right. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Let's get it rolling, man. But look, before we get into business, make sure y'all like this video on two platforms. We are streaming this on YouTube and Facebook, so like it on both platforms. Follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms if you haven't done it yet. And share this video with a Commander fan. If you know some Commander fans or just an NFL sports fan, because you could be involved in the show without being on the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my boy Cardo for always being the first comment. We here, but he got the dollars colors. We don't want to see all that right now. You feel me? It's burgundy gold today. But look, last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. And we are going to kick this off and talk about the off season. So we had a busy off season, y'all. A busy off season. We talking about on the field, off the field stuff. A lot of action is off season. So we're going to give our off-season grades for the Commanders. And, Mark, I'm going to start off with you. You know what? You want to switch up. Mark always go first. Decorius, we're going to kick it off with you. Give us your off-season grade for the Commanders.
World premiere.
Overall offense and defense,
yes,
I have to say I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B+. Defensive wise, it kind of the way they did the transaction of free agents and defense, it reminds me sort of like if you remember the 2004, 2005 Washington Commanders when they had Greg Williams and Joe Gibbs and all that. And with the transition like Dante Fowler, Darren Armstrong, the Bobby Wagners, the Frankie Louisville, which are very, very solid, it kind of gave me them type of vibes or whatever. And that's as far as the defense. The offense, you got Austin Aguilar, pretty good, solid. Revamped offensive line, especially getting I can think his name is Biotis from the Cowboys. Much needed center because we was bad in center the last couple of years. So overall, I give it a B+. Mainly on defense, they did a pretty good job on that.
That's good. A B+. Mark, what you feeling like?
What's crazy is that my grade was exactly the same, a B+. And the reason why it's not an A is because the things that we did in the offseason, yes, we did revamp the team. We got rid of all the draft picks from Rivera. Like, I guess 5 out of the 7 draft picks from 2 seasons ago is gone. Only people we got left is, Well, that was last season actually. It's Forbes and who is it? It's Forbes and
Martin.
Jahan. No, it's actually Jahan Dotson was the only one that didn't get cut, but he got traded. So I mean, they let all the old players. Yeah, Quan Martin. That's who it was. I'm sorry. Yeah, Quan Martin. Only 2 players that we got left from that draft class, which is like, okay, I see what y'all doing. Then you got rid of Jahan Dotson. Okay, I see what y'all doing. I see the step they're trying to take. But we ain't make no real big splashes. Normally, watching always good for one good splash in the off season. I'm looking for a big name free agent. I'm looking. We get about to get Brandon Ayuk. I hear a name in the CD Lamb talk. You know, so I'm like, okay, we get one of these.
Get some help.
We get one of these. That's an A+ for sure. But no, we got. I give it a B+. We did good. We revamped the defense, fixed the O line, the holes in the O line. We got better on the D line, and we fixed one of the worst things we had last season, which our linebacking core. Revamped that one. So yeah, it's a B+. Still don't know what our corners though. Really.
I would say that I'm still a little concerned on a couple of positions. I'm concerned at left tackle, right tackle, and corners. Everything else is solidified pretty comfortably, but we're still unsettled at the left tackle position. We know Brandon Coleman is still not ready yet. Corners, you already know St. Juice is probably going to be your starter on one side, and I'm trying to figure out who's the other side. Is it Michael Davis? Who is he? I've never heard.
It's so if you did your research on Michael Davis, especially last season when that top corner went down with the Chargers, Michael Davis went on strap. He went on seatbelt season, so he's a great man-to-man corner. He's been especially from last season, he's been a great man-to-man corner, and I see that's the direction that we're going into, like man-to-man, more out of zone. So Michael Davis actually really is a good man-to-man corner, and he was slept on. He wasn't the starter last year, but when the starter for the starter corner went back for the Chargers last year, when he stepped in, he stepped in. So Benjamin St. Juice, if he can just, he was penalized a lot last year, but if he can fix that, if he fixed that, I think the 2 outside can be solid. I do like Jeremy Chin, and I do like I do like Jeremy Chin. I like Quan Martin, and I like
those are starters.
And Jeremy Reeves, I like them. So I feel like we should be solid at that nickel or that nickel safety spot, or I don't what they call them, the rover position. That that position that tries from the safety to linebacker. So I feel like we
Buffalo
should be
nickel
with that spot. Yeah. So Buffalo nickel. Yeah. So that's what we was lacking good last year. So I feel like they're doing a good job getting rid of some of the players that wasn't as productive.
Let me ask you a question, Mark. Do you think Emmanuel Forbes will ever be a starter again for us this year?
I think he'll start a couple games, but that's because of probably injuries. But only way Emmanuel Forbes is he starts is that if somebody gets injured for real. But Forbes just need to get his confidence back. He always there. He just terrible when the ball in the air. He becomes he become a duck. So just got to get himself together.
How you feel about and this kind of puzzles me, and I'm not comfortable with this, but how you feel about Andrew Wiley still being at right tackle?
I think a big issue last season was communication with the O-line. It was a bunch of they were getting manhandled at times, but sometimes they blocked well and Sam Howell held the ball too long. So it's now that we got a quarterback that probably won't hold the ball as long as he do, we're gonna see what the O-line does. And we got somebody that's gonna be, it's gonna be a lot of read option type plays. So I feel like starting a lot of run is gonna get the confidence of the O-line up. Last year we started off passing. We was hot,
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
so
we were.
We never established a run. So now I think we're gonna establish a running game. So it's gonna get the D line. The O line pretty. O line should be a little more pumped.
So you think we're gonna run the ball more this year?
Yes.
Oh, of course. We threw the ball more than any team in the NFL.
Yeah, we would be a balanced team this year.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think the team would have looked as bad if the offense was, if the defense wasn't as bad as it was. I don't think the offense would look as bad. He put us in a lot of bad situations.
Yeah,
So
we
I
got to
mean,
run the ball more.
I run the ball a
so
lot.
so with Dotson, hold on, I'm just going to say one thing. With Dotson being out, how confident are you with De'Ami Brown?
I am highly confident. He was showing in the preseason. He showed when they threw him the ball last year, he tried to capitalize every time he touched it. Every time he touched the ball last year, all but the few that he got. So I feel like this going to be a nice little breakout season for De'Ami Brown. And I think them because he blocks too. Jahan Dotson was terrible at blocking as a wide receiver.
He was.
And
Yes, he
getting
was.
mad,
Oh my God.
and that's not what we need. He's a good receiver, but he's not a good blocking. He can't block. So it's like De'Ami be blocking. So So I mean, I like De'Ami.
No, I like Jahan. I like Jahan, but they listen to Dan Quinn's press conference when he talks about everybody. He's praising him, but when they ask him about Jahan, he categorized him with everybody. This is for Jahan and all of our receivers, you know. And then he criticized. He said that. What are you doing when the ball is not coming your way? When you know the ball is not coming your way, what are you doing? All right, like Mark said, are you blocking downfield? Are you still beating your man on your route, even though you know the ball is not coming your way? And I think those are things that Jahan wasn't doing, you know. So they just got rid of it because they're trying to build a culture. That's all they're talking about: playing fast, playing hard, you know, and stuff like that. They keep telling the same thing. They want guys that play like that, and apparently Jahan wasn't doing that. So, but. My letter grade is I'm gonna give it an A-, and we ain't even talking. First of all, we signed the hottest GM on the market, Adam Peters.
Yeah,
I feel like getting Adam Peters was just the start of everything. You know, a guy who's a proven winner in the assistant role with the Broncos. He won Super Bowl with the Broncos. He won Super Bowl with the Patriots, and. I mean, 49ers haven't won since the 90s, but he got far with the 49ers, you know? So he got some success with those three teams. And he's bringing, and he saw, because the Broncos, when they won, we saw their roster. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. You know? Yes, they were. Yeah.
They were ridiculous. So he see and 49ers. So he knows something, what I'm thinking too. That's number one. Number two, we got rid of Ron Rivera and we brought in Dan Quinn. Now, don't get me wrong. When we signed Dan Quinn, I wanted Ben Johnson. I was ready.
I did too.
And I did feel like Ben Johnson put a rug from under our feet last minute. But you know, when I sit back and think, I'm like, you know what, Dan Quinn, people clown Dan Quinn, but they clown him for what he did in the Super Bowl. So
that's correct.
He's a Super Bowl quarterback. Coach. He got his team to the Super Bowl, which is good. He went to the Cowboys and changed the whole defense. Y'all remember what the Cowboys defense looked like before he got there? It was terrible.
Yes, they were. My gosh. Mike Nolan.
Terrible. They were terrible. I remember Gibson had like 4 touchdowns in one game. Like that.
Yeah, Gibson was killing them. Gibson was the Cowboy killer.
Cowboy killer, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So we got Dan Quinn, a guy with a second chance. You know, so. That's big right there, and I like Joe Witt Jr. Bringing in Joe Witt Jr. I feel like that was
pivotal. That was pivotal.
Yeah, I love Joe Witt Jr. Man, just hearing his press conferences and him talk. I mean, shoot, I be want to run through a wall myself. Listen to this dude, you know. And when you look at his history, he was the cornerback coach for the Green Bay Packers when Charles Woodson won Defensive Player of the Year and when they won a Super Bowl. And he was one of the big reasons why the Cowboys led the league in turnovers the last 3 years. Like
he's
the genius behind that. And then last year on the coaching staff, well, not last on the coaching staff, we bring in Kingsbury. Now Kingsbury as a head coach, we're like,
what happened? We can't hear you.
Talking to my
Joe.
son. Roger that. So Cliff Kingsbury, he's stealing him from the Raiders was bad. Remember he went to the Raiders and Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson still got his little magic, right? And then the coaching staff, our running back coach, what's his name?
Lynn. I forget his first name. Anthony Lynn.
Right?
Yeah, that was a great pickup.
Big pickup.
Great pickup. You know? Watch Brian Robinson this year. That's enough said.
Big pickup. So I like that too. So and then we go to the players, bringing in Austin Eckler to be a duo with Brian Robinson. But not only that, he
Yep.
could play. He could line up as a receiver. You know, we saw some of that in the
Mm-hmm.
preseason. All right, and so that's that. And what else? We got Bobby. We said mentioned Bobby Wagner leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Shout. I'm gonna get Kevo his shout out right here. Kevo said something last year. He said that, oh, the Commanders, y'all got a bunch of guys who never won. This year, we got a bunch of vets, guys who's been to the promised land, coaching staffs who've been to the promised land, mixed with a lot of young guys. You know, so that's that.
Yep.
Marcus Mariota, a good veteran behind Jaden Daniels. And then you look at the draft, right? The draft was awesome. I thought the draft was great. Jaden Daniels, obviously A+. You know, getting Newton, that was good. Getting Mike from Michigan, it's a bomb in the building, right? We got him from
Oh
Michigan.
yeah, that was
So,
great. That was a great pickup with Mike. Yes,
right?
I love that one.
Shout out to Nick Saban. He said he's a pound for pound best player in the draft. That's what Nick Saban said, by the way. Vincent not playing behind Zach Ertz. I ain't
Chris
missing
Cooley
Zach
number
Ertz.
2. Chris Cooley
So,
number 2.
you know what I mean? You know, bringing in Luke McCaffrey. So I like the moves we made. I feel like we making moves for right now and the future, but we're not going all in for week 1. So I'll give it an A-.
Okay.
So
Now Dante. I was going to say Dante Fowler. I'm still a little 50-50 on him because he was a first round pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes, in 2014, and he was supposed to be this dominant pass rusher. He's been a bust since, and he turned into a reserve. Now, mind you, he's 33. What's he going to bring with us? Is he going to be a starter for us? Because he hasn't made no impact, even when he's with the Rams, the Cowboys, somewhat. But Dante Fowler, to me, was probably outside of Mariota, was probably kind of like a weak free agency acquisition, in my opinion.
Well, we didn't have a defensive end. You see, we got rid of all the ones that they drafted. KJ Henry gone. Andre Jones is gone. Like none of the defensive ends that we drafted was even they've been productive at all. And with them not being productive at all, there's no room for them to really be here. Dorrance Armstrong, Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Cleveland Farrell, Jamin Davis, those are ends right there. Jamin Davis trying to put his hand in the dirt. The one thing that we kept telling
that's
Ron
what they
LeBeau
should have done a long time ago
since coming out of Kentucky. So this is what we wanted him to do anyway. So I mean, he was saying Jamie got all the tools to be great. You got him in this position right here. So then with Cleveland Farrell, I think he's gonna probably be the one to start.
Who is it?
So it's probably Cleveland Farrell. I think it's gonna be Cleveland Farrell, and on
he's
the
not
other side,
starting. He's not starting.
No, I mean I think he's gonna be the one to start. The only reason I say that is because I know the way that the D line gonna be set up this year is not gonna be like normal the way we used to do it. The rotation gonna be a lot higher. It's gonna be a lot heavier.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're running a 3-4 this year.
Yeah, they. So the rotation gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot of more fresh legs out there. So, so I think. Go ahead.
How y'all feel about Noah Brown?
Noah Brown.
He was a one-hit wonder for the Dallas Cowboys in 2022, I believe. And he was high praised, and then he went to the Texans and he just disappeared. So, I'm not. I give it a C-.
You know what? Sorry, Noah Brown. Let me ask you a better question, y'all.
Okay.
Jordan McGee.
I'm mad he's hurt. But here's the good news. They said that he's going to only be out for 1 or 2 games. So that's good news. Good news.
Nah, they put him on the pup list. They put him on the pup list. So yeah, so it's a minimum of 4 games at least. So I like Jordan McGee. I like Jordan McGee, and Bobby Wagner like Jordan McGee. That's like his favorite player since he came to the Washington. He's saying the way he studies, the way he hits, everything like that. So if Bobby Wagner understudy, because Bobby Wagner old, I ain't gonna.
Of course. He only for 1 year.
Yeah, he had a lot. He had a lot of tackles last year, but he pretty.
And he was still effective.
Old. He was, but like, Bobby Wagner not gonna be here for more than 3 seasons.
No,
Probably this
No,
year.
I give him one. I give him one. I give him this
Here's the
year
I give him
only.
this.
here's
I
the
give him
thing
this
about
season,
Bobby
next
Wagner
season.
though. Think about it. Think about guys like Payne and Allen. Have they ever played on a team when they got a guy like
Commander
Bobby
linebacker. You're
that
right.
communicates like Bobby, that they feel like, okay, I ain't got to worry about the behind me. We got
The front
Bobby.
7, we don't have. I think this year we don't have to worry about the front 7. I like the way our defensive line plays. Like, well, in the preseason, I don't know if they were just showing flashes or something, but I love the way the defensive line was playing. I think we're gonna do better, like, with cornerbacks trying to attack, because the cornerbacks attacking a lot more than they did the last year. So cornerback blitzes is heavy. Like, you're gonna see Mike Sanders still a lot on blitz, like, blitzing, or it's gonna be like the edge corner. You're gonna see Emmanuel Forbes get in there. Like, it's like the way that I see this defense going is like, yeah, I see we should do a lot of turnovers, create a lot of pressure, create a lot of chaos.
I do
So
see a
that's
lot of
exactly what they want to do. See
And
a lot
that's
of
why I
chaos.
said, and that's why I said this defense is going to remind you of the Greg Williams defense in 04-05. That's what the vibe I'm getting. If you remember, how that went.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a lot
Yeah,
of blitzes. I can tell you that.
yeah, that's Greg Williams for you. Greg Williams be
Yeah,
blitzing, and we lost Cam Curl. No, I don't think nobody mentioned that. We lost Cam Curl, and
that hurt. That hurt.
but bringing in Jeremy Chan, it did hurt. I feel like Cam Curl would have been. But one thing about Cam Curl I never liked, he don't force turnovers. He just don't force turnovers.
He don't, but he does allow a lot of deep passes though. So
I
I mean,
mean,
it's a sword
I
for
can
it's an
name
eye for an eye.
me and Mark went out last year. I can name a few plays when just off the flat that he got beat on the flats by the running back. I can name 2 right now on the top of my head. So but he's good still though. You know what I mean? But it was his payday, and was he gonna be worth what he want? So, and I like Jeremy Chan. I think that was a good pickup. A guy that could play in the box also.
If he can stay
And,
healthy.
yeah, and lastly, my last question about when I want to ask y'all, Tyler Biadasz, which I think.
Yeah, I said that's a great signing. That solidified our offensive line. That solidified.
Yeah,
He's a great communicator. You're going to see a lot of
a veteran.
protections. A veteran. This guy will put our line in place. Like I said, the only concerns are right tackle and left tackle, especially who's playing at left tackle. That Brandon Coleman is out. You got the guy from Kansas City. That's your left guard. I can't remember his name. Of course, Sam Cosmi is your right guard, and then Andrew Riley is your right tackle, which I don't believe, but we should be fine.
Mm-hmm. We'll see, man. We'll see. As he saw in the preseason, a lot of quick hits. Getting the ball his hands quick.
A lot of coverage changes. Jaden Daniels is at the line of scrimmage changing the plays when he see the wrong coverage or when he see a good
That's
coverage.
correct.
So that
correct.
right there is one thing that we did not have last season. Like, he's making adjustments at the line of scrimmage for real. And
On the
he's
first drive.
on the first drive he's ever did. Yeah.
The last 5
He's
years.
one of them. He's one of them ask permission later and ask for forgiveness now type players.
Okay.
Exactly.
I like
exactly.
that.
Okay, there we go. Then I can see this comment. And all the other comments I really couldn't see, a little blurry. But this one got
Here
color
we
to it.
go.
So I can see this one. Shout out to my boy Tomo, Cowboy fan, as you can tell by the comment. He's a runner. He's a track star. You all know what he's talking about.
Can I ask you?
Let me read the rest of this. Hashtag running QB matters. Hashtag.
Did he go out again?
Look, that was.
Oh no! Don't tell me on slow. What are you trying to say right here on the second hashtag? I'm reading.
Team Cowboys. Quinn is a traitor. Quinn is a traitor.
He called us T-Boo Cowboys.
Okay.
T-Boo Cowboys is crazy. That's funny.
Can I say one thing real quick?
I'm over here thinking, and the hashtag Quinn is a traitor. Yes, he is. Go ahead.
I don't understand, even though it's preseason, how can you call Jaden Daniels a running back if his stats as a quarterback, he only ran the ball 3 times in the 3 games. He only ran the ball 3 times. He only had 16 yards, and you calling him a running back? How?
More do
Could
you
it-
I
could
just,
it-
I just,
want
don't,
from
I just don't
me?
understand. I just don't understand. He threw the ball way more than he ran. Like I said, he only ran the ball 3 times. He ran the ball once against the Jets and twice against the Miami Dolphins. How's he a running
Can,
back?
can, can you
Ladies and
remind the
gentlemen,
people what Chris Collinsworth
we
said?
got him.
Oh yeah, sure. Now, if we're talking about real running backs, I know this is going off script because it's not a Baltimore thing; it's a Washington channel. But if a team that's leading in rushing for the last 5 years, which I did not know until my man Joe Jordan brought this up to me a week back.
Don't name drop me, bro.
That if for the last 5 years, listen now, for the last 5 years, if you're leading a rushing, you're considered a running back, correct?
Correct. Hold that thought real quick.
Oh, okay.
We got another super chat from an Eagle fan. Oh, we got a Cowboys Eagles is donating. Shout out to my boy Dino Blaze with the $4.99 super chat. Let's go, fellas. Just a few more weeks until y'all season is over. Chill. That's a whole plot twist. Washington trash. Eagles up. Shout out to Blaze with the $4.99 super chat. See, I can see these messages when they're colorful. Go ahead. Go.
So Joe and Mark, can we all agree? Can we all agree that for the last 5 years that Lamar Jackson, which is supposed to be a quarterback, has led his team as a running back? Can we all agree that Lamar Jackson is considered a running back?
No, I'm not part of that crew, okay?
Yeah, that's your thing, man.
I'm staying
That's
out
your
of that,
thing,
all right?
man.
But Mark, hold on, Mark. But you did say Jalen Hurts is a running back, though. We did agree on that.
Jalen Hurts is
What?
Jalen Hurts to me. Like it's see, Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. We're not gonna include Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts in the same.
We're doubling back.
See now, I got smoke for Jalen Hurts because of the Eagles fans in the chat. I don't really have too much smoke for the Ravens fans, unless they, what you kind of. I already said my piece with Lamar and the Ravens and all them. It's like he was trying to be a quarterback when he didn't need to, and he stopped running when he needed to. So it's like,
brother.
Notice what you just said.
You got
What did you just say? You had to run the ball when that's his strength, right? In order to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, he was supposed to run the ball. Why did he try to pass? My point exactly.
That's
All right,
can't talk about the Ravens.
I know.
The Commanders, man. We play them. We gonna
I
talk
know.
about them.
Don't worry. I got my predictions right here. Don't worry about it.
All right, let's get it. Let's go. Look, we talked about Jaden Daniels. Let's get to it, right? Jaden Daniels, man, rookie season, a potential rookie of the year candidate, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Let's make our predictions what he would do this year. Let's get some numbers. What you think his stat line would be, or you want to get something else? What are your expectations for Jaden Daniels? Go ahead, Mark. I like that title too, Tomo. Jaden Fool. That's dope.
So my expectations, I feel like he's gonna have a really solid year. I don't think it's gonna be one of them. You got to build. You see the potential. I think they're gonna see you're gonna see I ain't gonna say everything, but you're gonna see a lot this year from Jaden Daniels. He's not gonna look like a rookie. Especially him changing the making audible at the line of scrimmage, calling the defense, changing some of the plays. On top of that, some of the savvy throws that he's gonna make using his legs, reading defenses. He's not gonna look like a rookie. So, yeah, I do have him as a candidate for rookie of the year. But we got some other players out there too. But he is definitely one of the strong candidates for rookie of the year. I'm expecting 3,500 yards, 28 touchdowns, and I'm looking 10 or less interceptions. He is not a turnover machine, so he might fumble a couple times this season. But I mean, he gonna learn throughout the season, especially because the speed changed and he can't take hits like he did in college. But I'm looking at 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 3,800 yards around that time. So I'm looking at a really good, solid season for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. What do you think about Zacharias?
I say something similar. I say about 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, about 3,200 yards. It's going to be it's going to be in the low 3,000s because, like I said, they're going to run the ball more. I'll give them about 500 rushing yards. 500. I mean, it's clear that he's going to run the ball sometime. So I'll give him 500, not 1,000, 500 rushing yards,
I'm gonna say
and
7.
I'll give
I'm
him.
gonna give him 7. I'm gonna give him 700.
Okay,
He running the
and
ball.
I'll give him about 6 rushing touchdowns.
Okay. All right. So this is right. Okay. 3,500 passing yards, 22 passing touchdowns,
That low.
5 rushing touchdowns. I got 500 rushing yards, but I think I'm with Mark. I can see 700.
Yeah, I think we're
And
gonna run the ball a lot.
yeah, and I got 67% completion percentage. And I'm
Okay.
with you. I'm with you, the Couriers. I got 8 interceptions.
Okay.
8 interceptions. So I think you have
Sounds
a
about
solid
right.
year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think he'll have a solid year. I think he'll be efficient. And
Mhm.
I'm with Mark too. I don't think it's gonna be like, you know how Jordan Love had that slow start and then he just turned up at the end of the season. But it's gonna be like a CJ type. Like you see it, like okay, he's ready. He's ready right now. You know. And I do think with the lack of help that he has compared to guys like Caleb, I think he will win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Because I think
I
not
think
having the weapons will I think because I have us and the Bears finishing with the same record. And I think
yeah.
us not having the weaponry that they have over there is going to work to his benefit when it comes to this Offensive Rookie of the Year race.
Yeah,
I
because
got
he's working
another
with
candidate.
less.
It's another sleeper candidate that didn't even get the starting nod yet, but I think he's gonna end up getting it and win it. Spencer Rattler from the Saints. I feel like he is really he's something else. But yeah, he gonna be competition if he get the starting job, which he probably
Yeah.
will.
I got him taking over like late in the year though. That's my
Yeah,
I think
prediction.
so too. Late in the year too. I really think
I think
so too.
it'll be like week 3, week 4 when he take over. But
Week
yeah,
3, week 4.
yeah, Derek Carr is not what I think he is.
Oh, if he
It's the
starts week
Saints.
3, if he starts week 3, week 4, I might have to change this prediction of this against New Orleans. Then.
I don't think I'm gonna start that soon. No, they're not gonna bet on Derek Carr like that. It gotta be
So
when the season over, not season over, but when they like down the drain.
here's the
Yeah,
important part. Here's the important part. Is he playing all 17 games?
Who Derek Carr?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
Jaden.
no. Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
important.
I don't know.
Hard
That is a
injury?
good one. Yeah, that one. I think this year he probably go 15 games, 15, 16.
You think
I
so?
don't think.
You think
Yeah,
he's going to
I
miss
don't.
2 games?
I think he's gonna probably miss 2. I think Mariota gonna play a couple games.
Why? Because he's
Wait,
gonna get hurt.
whoa. Is he going to get hurt?
I
It
don't
won't
see
be
that.
season ending though. I don't think it'll be like a season ending injury, but like just because of the way he runs, it scares me. Brad do not go down. He takes hits, and it's like you seen what like KJ Henry did to Brissett, and like it just takes one hit the wrong
It
way.
does.
Him
Yeah.
not looking for him to miss one game, bruise ribs and kick him out of the game for the rest of the game if it's the pain is bad enough. So I mean like I can see us. I mean I can see him having 15 games, but 15 is still a lot of games. I mean, that's good. That's great for me.
I need him to
Mobile
start all
quarterback.
17.
Yeah,
I need him to
Start
start
off
all
17.
17.
yeah.
I would like him to start
Just
off
like
17.
Sam Howell did, just like how Sam Howell did, I need him to start all 17. And
I think he'll start 17.
Finish.
I think he'll start all 17.
The only way he'll miss 2 games or 1 game if we are locked in the division. We got the division locked up, and then he's not playing week 17 or 18 or something like that. That's the
Oh
only
yeah,
way
he's
he'll
not
miss
gonna.
2
He probably.
games.
Yeah, he probably gonna play Dallas the second time if everything go the way it's supposed to. He probably ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? He probably do sit out. Dallas the
Yeah.
last game. So.
Yeah.
All right,
Let me
let's
tell
get
you
it,
something. Let
man.
me tell you something. All right. Let
Let's
me
get
tell
to
you
the fun
something.
part.
Let me tell you something. Wait.
Let's get to the fun part. The fun part is the schedule.
All right.
Let's go through the schedule, man. All
Let's
right.
get it.
Not sure if Tom I got the schedule for me. If not, then we can just rock. That's cool. All right. So the Commanders schedule, the opening day game. You already know what the opening day game is. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. Who y'all got?
Washington, we're gonna win that game.
We don't usually lose
game.
week 1.
No, we're gonna win that game.
Lose week 1. Week 1.
Everybody think that Todd Bowles, this mastermind defense, is going to eat Jaden Daniels up. That's what everybody's going to think. And watch Jaden Daniels light the fire on them. Watch. That's a win. Don't be surprised if they score 30.
I got that a win too.
I'm with you, Victorious. Let's get it.
RG3 is the same.
That's the exact same thing. RG3 2012 against the Saints. Who was he playing against? A good Saints defense. Same thing with the Bucks. RG3 moment number 2. That's all it is.
Vita. All right, week 2. New York Giants. They swept us last year. New York Giants at home opener. Who wins that?
Us.
Home opener.
2-0. Off the break, 2-0.
I think we starting off 2-0.
Come on, man.
2-0 with it. 2-0 with it.
Okay. I got a W too. okay. We want the same thing. We 2-0 like last year. 2-0.
Yeah. It feels different 2-0 though. It will feel different 2-0 opposed to last year's 2-0 because it could have went either way.
I feel you. Last year 2-0 felt good. I'm not even gonna lie.
Barely beating the Cardinals. Come on, it's the Cardinals, and then to come from behind against Denver. Like they didn't feel 2-0 to me.
I ain't gonna lie. How looked though against the Broncos. After being down, he sliced them up, and then Broncos had a nice defense the year before. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's last year. All right. So week 3, Monday Night Football. We got a primetime game early, y'all. Monday Night Football in Cincinnati. Joe Burrow is back. Who wins that game?
Okay, so before we do anything, let me start off by saying this right here. Okay.
Okay.
We don't know which Cincinnati Bengals we're gonna get in the beginning of the season. And the crazy thing is, when we play Cincinnati in the regular season, our record against Cincinnati is outstanding. So we don't know which Cincinnati we getting. Because Cincinnati is a second half team. They always catch fire in the second half. That's true. I don't want to say I want to say, oh yeah, we 3-0. But I think we're gonna be screaming out we 3-0 in the division, right? Because I think that's gonna be a dub too for us.
Okay.
I do too. Because we on the wrong side. We got the Bengals on the right side of the schedule.
Get some help.
I get what you're saying, but this is where we come back to reality, and it's a primetime game. This is Jaden Daniels, may I remind you, first primetime game, and he's going to lay an egg, I believe. So this is going to be our first loss.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he will lay an egg, but I do think this is a loss, though. Whoa.
Yeah, this is a loss.
I mean, we don't. There's a thing like the Bengals don't be good in the first half of the season. A lot of the years. So
that's true.
The Bengals still, and Joe Cool ain't played it last year really. So I mean, we still gonna be getting early. We gonna get remnants of getting the rust off Joe Burrow. So I don't know. I'm not calling it a loss, but I think we're screaming 3-0 on that one. I really do.
I hope your theory is correct. I hope we catch them like we always like the Bengals start off bad in the first 4 games. I hope you're correct. First
8 games they start off bad. They first half of the season be bad.
I just don't see it. That's our first loss against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's our first loss.
I do see that being an L too. I'm not gonna lie. I got that as a loss myself.
I got the next one as an L for us against Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
Because we're high on we're 3-0. We're riding high. Then we play Arizona and bring us back to earth.
All right, hold on. Let me introduce Arizona one. So we got Arizona right out in Arizona at 4:00. Mark, you got an L? You said?
Yeah, I got an L on that one.
Yeah,
I got a W on that one. I got a W on that one. I was 50-50 on that one. I was a little 50-50 on that one, but I thought about it and I was like, this is Cliff Kingsbury revenge game. This is the quarterback, what's his name? Kyler Murray, who got this man fired. And I'm pretty sure Cliff Kingsbury knows who Kyler Murray is. He knows his strengths, he knows his weaknesses, and he wants payback. So I believe this is a close win for the Commanders. Now, the reason why I went 50-50 on this is because Kyler Murray owns Dan Quinn. You remember when Dan Quinn was in Dallas, Kyler Murray called his defense. But I believe Cliff Kingsbury will show Dan Quinn some weaknesses, and this would be our third win of the season.
I got this as an L.
Okay.
I think I got this as an L. I think defensively, if Kyler Murray is healthy, he will be a fit to our defense because he's very mobile. I also think that Jonathan Gannon is going to call up a good game against us defensively. The Cardinals this year to me are a sneaky team. I think they will be in a lot of close games. They will lose most of them, but they'll be in a lot of close games. They're better than what the
A
paper
lot of
say
people
they are.
trying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this as an L. Especially from a hot start. 2-0, and then back to back on the road. I got it as an L.
Well,
All right.
I got us a win.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do in 5-game increments and then call out that record.
Okay.
Cleveland. Next week we got Cleveland at 1:00 at home. The Cleveland Browns. Who y'all got?
If Deshaun Watson playing, that's a dub.
Come
I
on
don't
now,
care what
dog.
that. If
Come
DW
on,
playing,
man.
that's a dub. We're winning that game. I don't care what's going. I don't care about their defense or none of that.
Accusation,
We winning that
and
game with Deshaun
false
Watson playing.
accusation, and
This dude, he don't know it's a commander panel. He throwing shots early. All right. I got an L too, Decorus. I got an L. I mean that defense
Browns
is
are
nasty,
too
man.
powerful. They're too powerful.
Yeah,
I see their defense, offense. I mean, ain't Chubb supposed to be back by then too?
yeah, that's his first game back.
Yeah.
And you think
So
he'll come back with 100 against us? No, not against our front seven.
no,
I
but
think he's gonna have a good
he's gonna be
game. But
effective. He's gonna be effective.
I don't know.
I still,
If
I got
DW
lost.
playing, we taking that dub. If DW playing, we taking the dub.
And then Kevin Wright right here and Marvin Harrison Jr. with the Cardinals, bro. Like I gotta see our secondary. I have to see how we
Yeah.
look. I'm not 100% trusting our secondary. But breaking news.
Okay.
The Chargers are trading for Taylor Heineke.
They need a backup.
Oh wow, they need a backup. Yeah, because Sticks ain't too good.
All right, so right now I have us starting off 2-3. Mark have us starting off 4-1, and Decorus have us starting off 3-2. All right. So the 6th game of the season, back to back in AFC North teams, we got the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore, right down 95. This is also a 1:00 game. Who wins this game?
I got Baltimore winning that one.
Same. So we all got L's for that one. All right. So respect for Baltimore is here. So looks like we're about to lose to a running back at quarterback. All right. So 3 L's. The next game at 4:00, the Carolina Panthers at home. Who wins that game?
That's a 4:00 game.
Yeah, 4:05. Yep.
Oh wow. Well, that's our get right. That's our get right game.
Yeah, I got an L on that one too.
You have an L?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're losing to the Panthers.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I got an L on that one too.
Explain yourself.
We're gonna beat teams we're gonna lose the teams we're supposed to beat.
Emotional, damn it!
It's gonna be a bad team we're gonna lose to that we're supposed to win, and that's gonna be the game right there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure this out.
What?
I don't know. I got us beating at home too. First
off, we're winning that game.
Yeah, I got us winning that game too. So okay.
Yeah. Tell me who their receivers are, Mike. Who are the receivers?
Oh, you talking about they got Adam Thielen?
A 40-year-old. What's next?
He had 1,000 yards last year.
Next
With Bryce Young at quarterback, and that's his second season. I mean, like, talking about the other receiver, they got I can't think of their roster right now.
Exactly, that's my point. Next, go ahead, Joe. I can't believe you called chalk that as a loss. Oh my goodness! Come on, Mark, you gotta do better than this, sir.
I got an L for us on that one. Back-to-back L's.
Oh, okay.
All right. So okay. So the next game, the rookie showdown at home. Chicago Bears, 1 p.m. Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels. Who won that?
I had a 50-50 on that, and I just said, you know what? I have to say an L. Sorry. The Chicago Bears, I'm looking at their roster. I'm like, oh, no. I tried everything I could to see how can we get a W, but I just can't. Their offense is too powerful. They got Swift at running back. You know Montez Sweat wants some payback on us, so I'm giving it an L.
All I ask
Mark.
is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
Just know it's a real statement. I do gotta I do have a stake in the L in that game too. Yeah.
So me,
I think it's gonna be a really close game.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Me too. I think it'll be a close game. I think Jaden will outplay Caleb Williams this game, but I think the Bears gonna win though.
You think Jaden's gonna outplay Caleb?
Yes,
yeah, I think so too. I think it's gonna be something.
How you figure?
I think Jaden's going. I think Jaden overall, you know, with throwing and rushing, I think Jaden's going to outplay him. I think Caleb Williams going to turn the ball over
a lot.
I'm not going to say a lot.
Now. You got too much dip on your chip.
I think he'll turn the ball over, but I think overall the Bears will win that game. And I think Swift will have a good game against us also.
So if you say that Jaden is going to outplay Caleb and he's going to turn the ball over, that sounds like a Commander's win.
No, because I think Swift is going to have a good game against us.
So it's going to be. So you think we're going to have a bad running defense?
I think no. I'm not going to say that. Well, for the season, I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know what to expect from this defense. All I know is we're going to force more turnovers this year than we did last year.
Okay. All right.
You know, and then when a rushing defense, I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but I think Swift will have a good game.
Okay.
And then, especially with all the attention through the receivers, they got 3 potential number 1 receivers, so the box will be wide open. So I have Swift having a good game, and I think Caleb. I don't think Caleb's gonna have a great game against us, but they're gonna win the game.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said,
always beat us. Dang.
I know.
All right. New York Giants in New York, 1:00. Who win this?
After 3 L's in a row, he taking another dub right there.
Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, I'm about to say
we're winning. We're gonna get that dub.
Okay. Yeah, I got a W too.
Yeah. We're sweeping the Giants this year.
So I have. Yeah, we got swept by them last year. Last year we didn't. We were 0-0. We was 0-1-1 against them. We tied. Remember, we haven't beaten the Giants in 2 years.
3 years.
We got swept the year before that.
No, 2021 we swept them.
No, I'm saying Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 3 years. 3 years. It's been 3 years.
Since we've been okay. I see you saying. Yeah, I see you saying. We went 2 years without winning. We beat them 2 years ago. I see you saying. I got
I know, right? Jaden. I mean, not Jaden. What's his name? Daniel Jones owns us, and I mean owns us, and I'm tired of it.
He owns Ron Rivera.
He probably own FedEx Field.
You don't own Dan Quinn though.
We Northwest now.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say Dan Quinn. He don't own him. That's why I say I got total confidence. We're beating the Giants twice.
Yeah, Dan Quinn be making Daniel Jones look like.
Yeah.
All right, so the next game, 10th game close. The Pittsburgh Steelers at home. Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a primetime game, a short week, Thursday night football against Pittsburgh. Who win this game?
Sunday at 1:00.
I have this as a L.
It's a dub.
No, this ain't no. Oh, sorry, I'm tripping. This is Sunday at 1:00. You're right. Sunday at 1:00.
It's a dub.
You got a W?
Yes, a W. Yeah.
I have it as an L.
Why?
They're not going to be able to run the ball against us, and then the O-line is still
let me tell you why.
Trash.
You know, Justin Fields might be their quarterback by then, right?
Why do we think that?
He won't.
I don't see Russell Wilson getting pat. What's this? What game we on?
10.
Why do you not think Russell Wilson plays? Why do you think Russell Wilson is a bad quarterback, especially over Justin Fields? Why do people think Justin Fields is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson?
I never said that. I never said that. I said I by the 8th game, I see Justin Fields coming in.
I don't.
I don't
Russell
either.
Wilson is not going to be horrible. The
Do
only
you not
time
see the Steelers' schedule?
like that's we trying because they got the AFC North a million times. Listen,
Yes.
bro, they had Kenny last year made the playoffs, and Trubisky, and Russell
Yeah.
Wilson is a much more efficient
Way
quarterback
better.
now. Much more efficient quarterback, and he's better. He's a better quarterback now. And last year, Russell was good. The only time Russell hasn't been good was the first year in Denver. That's it.
Yeah,
Last
I don't
year,
know why
Russell was pretty good.
this Russ hate came out the creases.
And don't forget, TJ Watt got hurt last year too. He missed some games last year. That's why that's what I'm afraid of with Jaden and TJ Watt. I think TJ Watt is going to wreak havoc that game.
It's going to be a low scoring game. It's going to be a low scoring game, but I think I got us winning.
Yeah, I got to
lose. I like our running back in that game. Like I think we're gonna run the. I like our running back in that game. They got Najee Harris. That is. You do not care.
I know.
We're gonna take that game.
I knew you was gonna come in. I knew you was gonna say that.
Now this is a game I wanted. Or first, we 10 weeks in. I have us starting off 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 6.
I got a 6-4 right now.
Mark got us at 6-4, and the Corey's also has us at 6-4. All right. This is the one I want to hear from y'all. In Philly, short week, Thursday night football on primetime Amazon.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. I actually, for real, let's stop the cap. Let's stop the BS. I got us getting swept by Philly again. I'm sorry. Philly's too powerful. They got all these damn weapons on their offense and defense. They lost a little, just a tad, but we're losing. We're getting swept by them again. I'm sorry. They're too powerful.
They said sweep. Dang.
Sweep is crazy. I don't think that happens. You see, remember when RG3 first came in, and when we played Dallas the first time, and it was like we beat the brakes off Dallas. We didn't think it was gonna be a close game, and then we played them again, and we thought it'd be a little closer. Then we beat them worse than we did the first time.
No. Last time we won.
No, last time it was closer than the first game.
Yeah, Romo do a pick on the flash. Thank you. And then last first down.
We're getting multiple seasons together in one. Okay, so I think this first game we lose. I don't believe we win this first game. It's going to be a tough one, especially if we're going to come off a W too. So I think we're going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, come off a short week because we do play them on Thursday. It can go either way, honestly, because of the short week. So I mean, but I do think we're gonna probably take an L on this one.
Yeah, they might stay in Pennsylvania anyway because it is a short week because Pittsburgh's in Pennsylvania, Philly's in Pennsylvania. It might stay in Pennsylvania.
And they are 2 hours away.
Nah, Pittsburgh Philly like a good 4 hours.
We're 2 hours away from Philadelphia, really.
Yeah,
but and also I got an L too. I got an L against Philly and Philly. But I think we'll play them close. We always play Philly close.
Yeah, we're gonna play a
tough game. It's gonna be a tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Yeah.
But I think it'll be close, but I think we're gonna lose that game too. Now, back-to-back division games, 1:00 on a long week, 10-day layoff. We got Dallas at home.
Dub.
You got Dub. I got a
Dub. I got Dan Quinn going back. I got Dan Quinn like real loud. When they come
just
to
like
West Stadium, I feel like we're gonna have a number. I think we're gonna beat Dallas this year. The first game we play each other.
Just like how I said that Philly's going to beat us twice, I think we're going to beat Dallas twice. The reason why Dan Quinn knows Mike McCarthy's system. Now, you might say the same thing. Mike McCarthy knows Dan Quinn, but guess what? I believe Dan Quinn's system is much stronger than Mike McCarthy. He knows Mike McCarthy's schemes. He knows how Dak Prescott operates. He knows how Ezekiel Elliott, the CeeDee Lambs, all that operate. So I believe Dan has Mike's number. I believe
on top of all that, we got Joe Witt too. So, I mean, I don't know what Dallas defense is gonna look like.
Yes.
I don't know what Dallas defense is gonna look like. They lost both of their defensive coordinators. So, I mean,
ladies and gentlemen.
But they still got Al Harris. They still got Al Harris.
I don't care about Al Harris.
You should.
I don't care about Al Harris.
You should. But like I said, I got us beating Dallas twice this year.
Yeah, I got us losing to Dallas.
I got this a dub for us.
I respect what you're saying, Joe, but why?
So you say that you trust Dan Quinn's defense over Mike McCarthy's offense. Okay.
Correct.
This look like Dallas last year. When they lost, who struggled? The defense most of the time. When they lost to the 49ers, the defense struggled. When they lost to the Eagles, the defense, nobody struggled. The offense actually did good, but that Prescott foot was too big. And then when they
Okay.
lost in the playoffs, who struggled? The defense.
The whole
struggled.
team. The whole team.
No, that Prescott was bad. Not the offense. That Prescott was bad. That they lost because CeeDee Lamb dropped key passes early in the game, and that Prescott made bad decisions. That wasn't on Mike McCarthy. The Dan Quinn defense against Green Bay was horrible. Dudes were wide open. And then also, until proven otherwise, you say Daniel Jones owns us. That Prescott owns the Commanders. That Prescott beats up on us every single year. And
that's correct.
So I mean,
Let him cook.
The Cowboys.
Can I ask you a question?
Let him cook now.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
Who did Dallas pick up versus who did Dallas lose over the offseason?
Okay. Who they lose?
They half their team is with us. So all the other players are in other teams. Huh?
He's on Armstrong and who else?
Biotis, Fowler, Witt,
Armstrong a little better than
Quinn.
what Josh. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I like Armstrong.
The Dawson Armstrong is pretty good. He's pretty. He ain't no chicken feet. He's pretty good.
Is Zach Martin still there?
He's about 40 now. So he's about 40.
Is CeeDee Lamb still there? Dak Prescott still there? Michael Parsons still there? Okay, cool. They good then.
You're done.
They good, but they do get tired. You know, they do get tired. Somebody got a reserve, and suppose they get hurt, then what?
You right, but do you really you think we got a better team than the Cowboys right now?
You know. I think this game we're gonna really. I think Terry McLaurin will get the best of it.
Let's look at the rosters. Who got the better team? Cowboys or us?
On paper, Dallas got a better team every year than like 3/4 of the league.
They got a more seasoned quarterback, fresh off an all-pro season, who's confident when they play us. When they play us, that dude think he run the building.
That is true.
Can I ask you? Okay. Other than CeeDee Lamb on their offense, who else do they have?
They have Brandon Cooks also.
Brandon Cooks? Are you serious? Brandon
Cooks. We got De'Ami Brown.
I know you're right. You're right. But I'm not. Nobody worried about Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks, 1,000-yard receiver every year except for last year. 1,000 yards every year in his career.
It's gonna be back-to-back years when he didn't get 1,000 yards. Back-to-back years when he don't get 1,000 yards.
Did Michael Gallup not retired?
Michael Gallup.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, bro.
So what about that offensive line? Who's the offensive line other than the Smith left tackle? Other than that, who else do they have?
All I know is
who's their linebackers? Their
offensive line is better than ours.
No, I don't know.
Right? And also Ferguson, they tight end. He's gonna be better this year. They tight end is good. Ferguson will be better this year.
You know what? To be honest with you, he's straight. He's straight. He okay. I give him a B+, but he's not a superstar. So I'm not afraid of him. I think we traded Dallas twice.
They traded the other tight end they had.
I like the confidence. I hope we beat them twice. But
I think because I told you we got Dan Quinn has Mike McCarthy's numbers. I'm telling you, watch this. Watch.
All right.
I need people to record this so they can remember what I said, so they can go back and say, "Damn, Decorius was right." Damn, he knows this shit. I want people to record this.
I'll come back and be like, bro, I'll praise you. I'll throw you up there. I'm like, hey,
okay.
We'll play the clip.
Good. Yes, please put this on record.
Cut this, chat.
But shout out to my boy Tomo with the $1.99 super chat. Had to drop a donation, brother Joe preaching.
Donations.
All right.
Donations.
They were cooking today. Mm-hmm. Woo! All right, cool. That's like I was debating somebody. All right, now the next week, Tennessee Titans, the last game before the bye week at home. Who wins that game?
We win.
I got Dub also.
I think Tennessee probably gonna be the worst team in the league this year.
They went and got DeAndre Hopkins still. They went and got what's your boy name? That they got in trouble for gambling.
They got LaJarius Sneed. They got. Don't get me wrong. Their defense gonna be nice, but I think
they got Hopkins and what's the other name? Oh my gosh!
You can name all.
Is it Robert Woods?
Their quarterback name is Will Levis.
They got Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley.
And they got Tyler Boyd.
And they got Will Levis as quarterback. So all them receivers.
Will Levis, Levis, bro.
And they got Will Levis at quarterback. So I mean, the names don't mean nothing to me.
Will Levis until proven otherwise.
Right.
I got it, but look, I don't say on that I got a W.
Yeah, we do.
I got the. Now we on a bye week. We rest. We get back, and then fresh off the bye week, we got the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans at 1:00. Who win that game?
Okay, hold on. Let me say this now, Mark. Like I told you before, if Spencer Rattler is the quarterback by then, I'm going to change my pick. I'm going to change my prediction. So for now, if Derek Carr is the starting quarterback, I got it as an L.
Okay. First of the bye week.
Jesus Christ. If Derek Carr, that's a W. Only person I will be worried about is Spencer Rattler if he's starting at that time. But if it's Derek Carr playing quarterback, that's a dub for us. I'm taking a W.
Hey Joe, you see how Gilchrist said the Corey's might have a point. Dak Prescott was throwing interceptions in practices under Dan Quinn's defense.
Bruh. Don't listen.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He looks about a cowboy.
He got no dog in that fight. All right. but listen, no. I have us winning against the Saints after the bye week. It's after the bye week.
Yeah, I got us winning that game too. Yeah.
I got us
regardless of who quarterback is, but yeah,
regardless of the quarterback is. And the spinner my prediction on the Saints panel was that Spencer would come in after we beat them. So we'll beat them, and then that's when he comes in and take over.
So you're not scared. So you're not scared of Alvin Kamara. You're not scared of Chris Olive.
I mean, you talking about you talking about injury? Alvin Kamara gonna play.
Their defense is still solid. So
they defense is solid, yes, but they defense be hit and miss. Now, I feel like people rate them. It's the name, like people because it's a Saints. We automatically say they got a great defense. Really? Did they really got great defense? It's pretty good, but it's not a great defense no more. You know,
well, I'm giving us a safe bet of an L. I'm giving it a safe bet as an L right now.
All right. I got more faith in the Cowboys beating us than the Saints. How about that? All right. So we got Philly the second time. This one is at home, 1:00 on Fox. December 22nd, right before Christmas.
Dub. Let's get it. Great Christmas gift. Dub.
Who are we? I got an L, man. I got us getting swept by the Philadelphia Eagles this year.
See, I told you. I knew you was gonna. I knew it, Joe. I knew you was gonna agree with me. I knew it.
I got us splitting. I think they beat us the first time, and the second time at home we beat them.
See, look, the Eagles got a really, really good team. If they lose to us, bro, that's scary.
I'm not the team. Y'all saying they got a really good team. Yes, they do have a good team, but it is still a professional football. You can lose to the worst team in the NFL. And that don't mean that they're better. And this is a division game that we just played them 3 weeks prior.
Mark,
it's not as easy as you think it's going to be. So I mean, it's going. I think we take this one. I really do. I think we split with the Eagles this year.
Mark, may I remind you they have A.J. Brown and Dante Smith. They just traded for Jahan Dotson. And the worst of them all, our kryptonite nightmare, they got Saquon Barkley. Are you serious?
Okay, so yes, they did. They did trade for Jahan Dotson, but we gave them Jahan Dotson We gave them Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Jahan.
I'm not Mike Simon. Yeah, he be shutting Jahan Dotson down in practice. I'm not worried about Jahan Dotson when we play them. Only person I probably will be worried about is Devontae Smith. I'm not worried about A.J. Brown the next time we play him neither. That next game we're gonna play him. I'm not gonna be worried about him neither. Devontae Smith is the only one that has.
Am I hearing you?
Okay. Yeah,
Am I
you
hearing,
hear me?
am I hearing you
You hear me
correctly?
correctly.
Did you just say
Look,
you're not worried about AJ Brown? Are you serious right now? Are you
nope.
serious that you're not worried
Not
about
that second
AJ Brown? Are
game.
you
Not
telling
that
me you
second game.
telling me this
Nope.
right now?
Not
Bro,
that second game. Nope.
the Corey is funny, man. It's funny, man.
Devontae Smith is the one I'm worried about. That second game.
But here's the thing, though. I will say this: the Eagles whoop on us. Yeah, I saw the comments. Hurts 340. That's not what Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn actually does a great job on Jalen Hurts. Let's remember that.
Oh,
When
damn, I
Jalen
forgot
Hurts,
about Dallas Gardner. Damn, I forgot about him. My bad, Kevin. I forgot about
when
Dallas.
when Jalen Hurts plays against the Cowboys, Dan Quinn does a great job on the Eagles, bro. He does a great job on the Eagles. So I'm not gonna say Hurts gonna light us up, but I do think they will sweep us though.
Can we get a reminder who's the Eagles offensive coordinator as well?
Kellen Moore, just like you said.
Oh, okay.
Dan Quinn, no, Mike McCarthy. You don't think you know Kellen Moore?
I mean, they both was going back and forth in the Dallas and Eagles game, so it's hard to tell. And it's by default because the Eagles got a way better roster than us.
Didn't Kellen Moore play for the coach of Chargers last year? What he do against Dan Quinn defense?
Yeah. I mean, come on, you can't use that as an example. I mean, the Chargers. Come on, no, you can't use that as an example. I'm sorry. I can't use that example. That example. The team only won. How many Chargers won? 5 games last year.
But the Chargers was still a good offense. They lost a lot of games because Justin Herbert got hurt.
Well, nah. I'm sorry. I'm not convinced. That's probably it was buffering a bit.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next game, y'all. We down to the last 2 games. Atlanta Falcons at home. Kirk Cousins reunion again. Who win this game?
This game could be playing against Michael Penix.
What?
So, this game you're playing against Michael Penix. So that's a dub for us. That's what I said. Penix.
So you think Michael Penix is gonna take over?
I think he's gonna take over. I don't think Kirk playing the full season.
What?
Yeah, I don't think.
Are you serious?
This man really put Bland in there. Chill out, Kevin. But anyways, he didn't have Diggs last year, and he still whooping y'all. What about to say? I got a W. I got a W.
You do?
Yeah, I guess the Falcons. I got a W. Kirk Cousins not about to run up here twice and beat us.
May I remind they have Kyle Pitts and the other what's the London and the wide receiver they just drafted, and this is pretty powerful, sir.
They also had Justin Jefferson, Minnesota, T.J. Hawkinson, and they barely beat us with Taylor Heineke. So
you must really think our defense is gonna be that bad, huh?
Right,
you can't keep up with no offense.
I'm not saying that they're gonna be that bad. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we're gonna be as bad as we was last year. But we are playing some powerful teams on this damn schedule.
Bro, the Cowboys better than the Falcons?
100%.
Right now?
Defense.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Kirk Cousins?
Nah, you can't say Kirk Cousins like that. This is a regular season, not the playoffs, Joe.
I believe Atlanta. I'm not saying that. I'm saying overall roster, Atlanta's roster is better than Dallas. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I understand that, but you talking about the offense. Now look, I don't see Kirk Cousins rolled up in our town twice and beating us. Nah, we getting this dub. And you talking about Dan? I got you. I got you, Chorus. Dan Quinn. What he do to Kirk Cousins every time he play? Every time Dan Quinn played Kirk Cousins, what happens?
Wait a minute.
Trash every time.
Hold on. Ain't Kirk Cousins 1-1 against Dan Quinn?
No, in my knowledge. I remember he lost. What?
Look it up. Look it up. Kirk Cousins beat the Cowboys back in 2021. I think it was 2021 or 22, whichever one. Can somebody look that up, please? And then 2 years ago, that's when they blew them out. What, 40-3 or something like that? So one and
That was the
one.
Falcons. That was the Falcons they blew out.
No, it was a game when the Vikings was riding high. I think it was a 22.
Oh yeah.
The Cowboys blew them out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one loss for Kirk, and and Kirk Cousins beat the Cowboys when he was with Minnesota in Dallas. I think it was in 20. No. That was in 2019. I'm sorry, that was in 2019.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins.
So I take that back. So Kirk is 0-1 against Dave. I take it.
0-2.
Okay.
He lost twice. He lost in 2001. Remember, he lost when he lost on like a Sunday night game.
I don't think they played. I don't think they played in quarterback. I think okay, you're right. They are 0-2. I'll say Kirk Cousins is 0-2. I forgot. 2021. Was it 21, right?
21, yeah.
Because what's the name? Was the quarterback?
Cooper Rush.
Not Andy Dalton, Cooper Rush. Yeah, so he is 0-2. I apologize. My fault. I apologize.
So Dub, Kirk Cousins, you getting L. Sorry, you getting L. But which I got for the Falcons?
I still say L.
I say an L too.
All right. And lastly, the last game, season finale. Cowboys at Dallas. I know that.
You mean Washington?
Huh?
You meant to say Washington at Dallas.
Oh, sorry, Washington at Dallas. I know
There
the
you
Corey
go.
guys. I know the Corey guys are sweep. So it's an L for the Corey. What you got, Mark?
That's a Sunday night game, by the way. Mark my words. Sunday night. This is all for the marbles. This is for the 7th seed. Washington at Dallas, Sunday night football. And I will be at that stadium. Washington is bringing it home, and we're going to the playoffs.
I hear you, Decorius.
Hold on, whoa.
This week 18. I'm with you, Decorius.
Hold on.
Week 17, take it up.
You got us winning?
Yeah, week 18, yeah. I got us winning.
Yeah, that's a dub. That's a dub.
Oh, I mean, okay. Oh.
Yes, we're going 9-8. We're going to have that 7th seed, and we're going to the playoffs.
Oh, snap.
I got it at 10-7, but yeah.
Nah, Mark, that W you got us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's 11.
11, yeah. 11.
It's 11. Yeah, 11. I'm not that. Yeah, 11.
That's a little high, Mark, but okay.
I got an L for us last game of the season. L. I got an L.
I'm telling you, Joe.
You know the crazy thing is I got an L for that last game too, but then the way the Corey just explained that one, I changed it. So yeah, I did have 10 wins.
Sunday night football. Washington at Dallas, Sunday night football. Watch. It's going to be for the 7th seed for the playoffs, and Jaden Daniels is going to send it. Is going to make him and Dan Quinn is going to send Mike McCarthy packing, and then the next day you're going to hear Mike McCarthy has been fired. Watch.
Dang. So we gonna send him packing.
Fired.
We're going to send him packing. Yes. Record me on this.
All right. So look, I got them going 7-10. All right, 7-10, and I got us going 2-4 in the division. The Corey got us going 9-8 and 3-3 in the division. Mark has us going 11-5. Mark, your first Cowboy.
I really do got us losing that last game. I said the Corey has got me he got me hyped just now.
So you want to do 11? You want to do it? L?
That's it. I got us as the L on my schedule.
Mark, please change that. I'm telling you. Please change it.
You got me hyped, bro. Please change it.
Please change it.
Throw it on there. You know what? Throw it on there, Joe. That's a W.
There you go. There you go. I'm telling you, this is Mike McCarthy's and Dak Prescott's last game of the season with Dallas. They're both going to be fired. Watch.
Okay, I would love to see that. So, Mark, the first Dallas game, you got us winning or losing?
I got a sweep in Dallas, actually.
Okay, so Mark got us. All right, so Mark division record. Mark 11-5 and 4-2. So I'm 2-4. Mark 4-2. Decorey is 3-3. It's like we literally like Decorey is 9-8 on 7-10. Mark is 11-5.
I'm really.
Hey, I appreciate it, Kevin.
Yeah,
Thank you for the shout out, Kevin.
All right,
so it's really 10.
We're
11
beating
is a
Dallas.
lot.
We're beating Dallas twice this year. Watch.
I'm taking it though because Decorey's got me hyped. It's really Decorey's got me hyped.
I'm telling you, we're better.
Okay.
We're sneakily better than Dallas in what you think. I'm hearing a lot of, especially at work. I'm hearing a lot of Cowboy fans are scared of us. They're scared of us. I'm telling you.
Hey, I want to take your word for it, Decorey.
Decorey's got me hyped.
Listen, you gonna get all. I'm gonna. And this come true, the chorus, the world gonna know who the chorus is. All right, the world gonna know who the chorus is. Mark, we 11-5, the world gonna know who Mark is. Trust me.
Yo, if we go 11-5, I swear, Mark, you are the ultimate Washington Commander fan of all time. I'm gonna crown you as the ultimate Commander fan all time. If we go 11-6, I'm telling you.
I mean,
but I don't see 11.
I really had it. I see it's when the 10 games. I see it's when the 10 games. That 11 game will break a record because we ain't won 11 games in I don't know how many years. So it'd be crazy if Jay and Daniels did it his first year. That's why I don't have as many 11 games. But that last game,
you got too much dip on your chip.
Because I do got us beating Dallas the first time. The second time, I don't. I really had us losing the second game, the last game of the season, because Dallas was really going to try to play hard to get in that playoff spot if they needed it. But Decorey's got to be hyped. I don't know. Like I'm ready for that last game of the season. Like, they're going to change the time to a prime time game, and it's going to be like, oh, we hit.
Look at the Cowboys schedule. Look at the Cowboys schedule. Just look at the Cowboys schedule, and it's very tough. I'm telling you, they're not winning. I guarantee you they're not winning 12 games this year. Guaranteed. They're going to struggle in most of those games. By the time they play us, they'll be at their 8th game, and we're going to be at our 8th game. And whoever wins this is going to have the 7th seed. I can guarantee you that Sunday Night Football.
All right. Look, shout out to my boy Worm for the $4.99 super chat. They ain't Cowboy fans then. Just know this sound like your Super Bowl. Oh, he said you said Cowboy fans are scared. Cowboy fans are scared. He's saying like they ain't Cowboy fans then. Just know this sound like your Super Bowl. Now, before we go to the next topic, I did read the record wrong. I'm gonna say it one more time. I have them finishing. I have the Commanders finishing 7-10, 2-4 in the division. Decorey has them finishing 9-8, 3-3 in the division. Mark has them finishing 11-5, 4-2 in the division. All right, so our last topic. I know we've been on for a while, y'all. It's been entertaining. I didn't click on the comment section yet. We got 100+ comments through this show. All right.
Kevin gave me a lot of praises, though.
Huh?
Kevin been giving me a lot of praises, though. He understood what I was talking about.
I can't see Kevin's his thing black. I think I can only see the color one. So I can't see his.
Okay.
All right. So I said 11-6, right?
No. I think what's the name kept saying 11-5. I don't know if it was you or Mark. He kept saying 11-5. That's why I said 11-6.
At first I was saying 11-5, but then I switched it. That's why I read it again. 11-6.
Oh,
that's why I read it.
Okay.
Again. All right. So the last topic, y'all. Bold predictions. Bold predictions.
I can go first.
Bold predictions.
My bold prediction is going to be. I think we're going to have 2 All-Pro players this season on the Washington Commanders roster.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said it. Okay. 2 All-Pros. I think Terry going to get All-Pro for the first time this year, and we're going to have somebody on defense. I don't know who it's going to be, but somebody. It's going to be either J.A. or D. Payne. But there's going to be 2 All-Pros on this team at the end of the season.
Okay. All right.
I think bold prediction. I think Zadarius Newton is going to take Jonathan Allen's spot. Dang. He's going to be the starter.
That's a.
I really do.
He got to You got to come out like you got to have a Michael Parsons type year there.
That's a bold prediction.
I'm
That's a bold
telling you.
prediction. That's a bold
I'm telling
prediction.
you. I watch Newton. He may be injured now. Give him a couple of games. See, when he comes back, watch Newton. I'm telling you. That's why I kept going to David and telling him, look, I give you Allen for for IU. Allen's out of here. This is last year. Don't be surprised if he's gone before the deadline.
Okay. My bold prediction, Jaden Daniels win Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 1.
That's not really a bold prediction.
I know. That's one.
That's
That's a fact. Bold prediction. Terry McLaurin gets 1,300 receiving yards this year. 1,300.
Okay.
Bold prediction.
All right.
Bold prediction. Brian Robinson gets 1,000 rushing yards.
That's not bold. That's going.
That's not bold. Yeah,
But
that's
it
not
never
bold.
happened. He never been close.
So
You gotta do
1,000
better
yards.
than that.
He was 1,000 yards the year before last. And
Oh,
the reason why he did. And the reason why he didn't get 1,000 yards last year is because he threw the ball more than any team in the NFL.
I'm about to say he didn't get 1,000 though.
He did get
last
year. He did, and the year before that he did. He had more than Najee.
No, he didn't. 2 years ago, no, he didn't.
Remember he got shot, bro.
Hold on.
Right. If he had missed them 4 games, then he would have had 1,000.
I don't even know about that.
If he had missed them 4 games, he would have had 1,000. Like a high 800 2022.
And my last bold prediction, it doesn't go with my schedule, but my ceiling for us, is 12 wins, winning the division.
Oh, you're
That's
right.
my
He didn't
ceiling
get 1,000.
Ooh.
12 and 5.
Ooh.
12 and 5. When I look at our schedule, I got us going 7 and 10, right? 7 and 10. When I look at our schedule, and I gotta pick, I'm gonna put it back up. And I gotta pick 5 more wins. Hold on. Where we at? Hold on, where we at? I gotta pick 5 more wins. Where we at? Oh, my schedule at? Oh man, what's going on? If I gotta pick
the
5 more
highest
wins,
we might.
here we go.
The highest we may go is like maybe 11. That's the highest. That's our ceiling.
I can't find it. 5 more wins, the top of my dome. Split with the Eagles and Cowboys, because I got us getting swept. So 1 against Eagles, 1 against the Cowboys. I got us losing to the Cardinals, beating the Cardinals, beating the Steelers, and there was one more team out there I had out there. One more team. I can't think. I don't have my schedule right. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. And also beating the Browns. 12 and 5. That's a ceiling though. So that's my bold prediction. Right there.
My highest ceiling, I say we'll win 11. I'll switch out the New Orleans game and I'll switch out the Bears.
Oh, the Bears.
That's the only 2 I see.
There you go. I can see the Bears too. There you go. You could throw the Browns in the trash and throw in the Bears.
Yeah, so that's the highest I see is 11. Lowest I'll say 7.
Yeah, the lowest I give you for us is 7 games. Yeah.
Yeah, because they might lay an egg. They might lay an egg against Pittsburgh, and they might lay an egg against one of the Dallas games. So yeah,
that's good. All right, so we've been on for an hour and a half. It's been a great show, very entertaining, all back and forth. That's what it's supposed to be. And we all agree it's not fun, right? It ain't fun when we all agree.
Yeah.
But we are in this together. We are in this together. We all room for the same thing. Mark got the highest win total. We are all room for that win total, Mark. We all want that to happen. All right, the Corey. Even though I said we're gonna lose to Dallas, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. So let's give our last words. My last words is this. Shout out to the R2L network, man. Can't say enough about y'all. Shout out to the R2L family, man. Like everybody that's in the chats. I mean, y'all just keep the day going. Boom, keep the day going, right? With conversation. And not just regular conversation. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Like, I don't know if y'all feel the same way. After talking to people, bro, you don't know enough to talk to me. Like, I try to have a conversation. I'm like, I can't even hold a conversation with you because you don't know enough, you know? So shout out to y'all, man. And shout out to my boy Mark for being on. And shout out to my boy the Corey. We gotta see you a lot more of the Corey's this year. It's a lot more this year.
Oh yeah, you will. You will.
Oh yeah, shout out to my boy AJ. That was a great episode of Unfazed last night. A brand new show. So catch us next Tuesday. And shout out to my boys Tomo and Dave. Let's get it. Mark.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, follow. Y'all get us together on the R2L network. And shout out to the people in the chat that just got married, that took that big step. Shout out to, the R2L chats. Shout out to all, if y'all still tuned in right now, shout out to y'all too. HTTC. Hail to the Commanders. There we go.
Bruh.
And look, before you go to Corey, we can say it now because the fantasy is set now. So I know people gonna try to come in later, but the fantasy is kind of already set. But shout out to my boy Worm. He got the whole fantasy crew to do the fantasy draft at. Is it called that anymore? What is it called now?
Northwest Stadium.
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
We are doing a fantasy draft in a suite at Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. So shout out to my boy Worm for setting that up for us. Complimentary drinks and food, and it's gonna be alumni walking in and out the room. So looking forward to that tomorrow. Go ahead, of course.
Shout out to the R2Ls. Shout out to everybody that was on the comments. Shout out to everybody that was listening and that's still tuned in. Just hope that we have a good season. Just hope we got a good season. I know people is not going to agree, but let's shock the world.
Let's shock the world.
Shock
Let's
the
shock the world.
Yep. I like it.
All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we will see y'all at the next episode. Peace out. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.